friends, it is Running Kimono, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Dollar General 10-cent sale that will be starting on Tuesday, January the 28th. Special shout out and thank you to the freebie guy for confirming this. In the past, I think last year they didn't do the 10-cent sale, but the year previous to that they did. And I know that because I went through my archive of videos and I have been shopping this sale for a good long time over at the Dollar General. So essentially, guys, last week everything dropped to a quarter, and now the stuff that didn't sell, they will be selling it for 10 cents. So yeah, so the date for this, where it's going to be in effect, is Tuesday, January the 28th, and it will run as long as the merchandise is in stock, or they might penny it out, which they've done before in the past. So all remaining Christmas merchandise is going to be 10 cents. What is not included is plastics. So like, the wreath containers, the different containers to store stuff, that kind of stuff. Now, you were at your Dollar General probably on the weekend or last Tuesday. If there was a good amount of merchandise, I would absolutely swing by again, see what they have. They might have a lot of stuff. They might not have anything, but just have an idea if it's even worth your time on Tuesday to head over there. Definitely, I would head out first thing because this is somewhat like penny shopping. People head out really quickly and they just grab everything and anything. If you think about it, with $1, you can get 10 items, and if you love Christmas, this is the time to really stock up. So I went to 5 different stores this weekend, guys, in the country specifically, and I found a lot. Even stuff around the store that's not even with the Christmas section, like these scented brooms were ringing up for a quarter. Like, they weren't with the regular stuff. I guess the store probably was like short on staff. And there was just a lot of good amount of merchandise like peppered through the store. It wasn't just in the front. But typically how they display a lot of this stuff is they will have like everything right at the front. It hits you in the face like, hey, buy everything. These cutesy little books too, like for 10 cents. I think they're so adorable. Even if you wanted to throw this in with like a little gift card for a niece or nephew or grandchild or your child, throw it in their stocking, definitely just a nice little filler, I think. And like this store, even like ornaments, you name it, they had it, and like these big containers for 10 cents. Like, I can't even wrap my head around that. I it's going to be hard not to buy absolutely everything, because if you think about it, guys, using $5 you can buy 50 items. You pretty much, if you hit the right store, get everything for next Christmas, like, to decorate a tree or to get your wrapping paper, Christmas cards, all that stuff. Like, some of these stores, absolutely everything and anything. Like, I was shocked how much that was still remaining. And I asked a couple cashiers, I'm like, why is there so much stuff left at these stores? And they're like, I think people are just tired of Christmas. And there was a ton. And from the different stores that I traveled to, there was always different items that was on display as well. Like certain regions, I mean, every store, of course, had like 50 pounds of candy canes. And you could definitely, break these up if you really like the lifesavers or trolley, make it a little snack. It doesn't have to be like in the shape of a candy cane, but like, I don't know if they're going to give these away. It would be really nice if they did, but like nothing was moving, and there was an abundance of candy canes at like every store. And basically what I try to do is to head out to rural areas, because I find that's where I find the most amount of stuff. If it's like a city, you know what? Most of the stuff is gone, but like in rural areas, there's always a lot. One store I did visit, I did not take a photo though, was I saw a bunch of the cranberry and pumpkin all in the clearance section, and there must have been like 40 cans, and like nothing was moving. And like this one store put it on the display. But a lot of the stuff I found, like especially the canned goods by Clover Valley, which is the Dollar General brand, it was like all with the clearance stuff, which is kind of interesting. And then the fake snow, I don't think anybody really wants that. I think it's like a certain way of decorating from back in the day that you would use either the fabric snow or this canned snow. So, for 10 cents, if that's your thing. Hey, you could probably make it snow your whole front lawn if you live in California and find it this much. There's just so much of it. Like, it's unreal. Like, even if it was one shelf, this is typically what would hit you in the face when you walked in the store. Just like an end cap filled with Christmas stuff with like 70 pounds of candy canes. And it's like, wow. Again, guys, I visited like 5 stores, and every store I visited, there was a good amount of stuff. I know that a couple weeks back, I think I was in West Branch, Michigan. And I looked around and like they didn't have any Christmas stuff, and that was like a couple weeks back. But like, there's tons at these rural country stores, but certain stores like in a bigger city like West Branch, there was nothing left. But like, look at all these bags. Like, I have a friend, Natalie from Clean Cut Couponing. Like, she loves Christmas. I think for 10 cents she would buy this entire tote, and then probably the manager would give her that plastic tote too. But like this, why not? It's that cheap, and there was so much stuff. Like, you definitely would have to go through it. But I know that a lot of these clearance shoppers that do show up, they tend to go first thing in the morning and just clear everything. Like, they'll just fill up a basket and not look at what they're buying. And a couple times I have been like, it's not the funnest thing when people do that, because then you're like, oh, I wanted to get like 4 bags. And it's like, nope, they took it all. So here's an item that has been either on the display or you will find it in the back of the store. It's called Jiffy Foil. It's a large rectangular, it's for roasting like a turkey, and it has these little handles. There is the UPC and the information on it. And at a bunch of stores, this was with the regular merchandise. One store actually had it with the Christmas clearance. And yeah, for 10 cents, I'm definitely going to be buying a bunch of these, because if you barbecue or grill out, it's just fantastic. And these sort of boxes in the back, like this one has brooms in it, but a lot of the stores have like containers with the tin foil, and it's like from the bottom to the top. Definitely look through one of these container or boxes, because you might hit the mother lode, because I found a bunch of these at a bottom of a box. Just to let you know that this was also ringing up for a quarter last weekend, so it's going to be 10 cents starting on Tuesday. And if you wanted to stop the video right now and just with your Dollar General app scan that barcode and see if it's ringing up 10 cents, or if you might have some merchandise in your house that you bought last week and you're like, hey, is 10 cent sale really working? Just photograph the UPC with the Dollar General app, and if it's ringing up 10 cents, it's happening. But yeah, like this plug, I had no idea, but yeah, it's part of it. So kind of a great little find. Now here's another item that was ringing up for 25 cents on the weekend. It's this little bath sponge. How stinking cute is that? It's like a little mitten and it's purple. If you're from Michigan, you're probably going to have to buy the entire display, because how stinking cute are they? Only one store had them, so I think they sold out at most of them. And maybe this one village, they thought that purple was an unlucky color, but you could use this all year long. I think it's so stinking adorable. So something interesting, guys, when I was visiting these stores on the weekend, I ran into another shopper, and I just started talking to this lady, because she was obviously looking for Christmas merch, and she was like walking around the store and like scanning stuff, and I could tell right away that she was speaking my language. And I told her, I said, hey, what's really disappointing is that this product is still ringing up full price. And there was some candy that we were looking at too. They were like Kiss Hugs, which is obviously a hot chocolate candy, and like it should have also been ringing up for a quarter. And she said that this woman just knew her stuff. I could just tell. And she told me that probably on Tuesday, a lot of the stuff that was not ringing up for a quarter is probably going to be reduced down to 10 cents. And she's just a lady who's been doing this a really long time. And it was a very pleasant chat. I didn't start off the conversation with, oh, by the way, I have this YouTube channel. I'm so fancy. I didn't do any of that. I was just talking like person to person. And I could tell very quickly this woman has been doing it a very, very long time. And she was a very skilled penny shopper too. So she was in there looking for pennies and merchandise and knew just the ins and outs and backwards, forward, blah, blah, blah. And she actually said that she's like, yeah, if you wait for Tuesday, it's going to be 10 cents. I was like, oh, thank you very much. And then I said to her, I'm like, yeah, these 2 items, because there's a cling wrap, and then there's also this other wrap that bonds to products, also by Glade. And I'm like, oh, it's still full price. Like, it says holiday edition or holiday print. Like, what gives? And she's like, next Tuesday, scan everything, and they might be ringing up a quarter. So just a little bit of information from somebody who's been doing it forever. And this woman was legit, like she knew her stuff, and really nice lady too. And special hi if she's watching. And just to show you something really cute before I take off, that Dolly Parton challenge that's taking place on Instagram, Facebook, all those good sites. I did one for pumpkins, so I just thought a lot of you who aren't on, Instagram would probably enjoy this because it's so cute. Just the four pictures of the cat in different scenarios on social media. I thought that was kind of funny. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.